Sunny Rain, Rock D. Kick your feet up, I can handle this for Dolo. Your girlfriend going up and down like Pogo. Disrespect me, that's a motherfucking no-no. It's just another episode. Get your popcorn ready.
What's up, what up, everybody?
We let the chopper explode. Hold the trigger finger steady.
Welcome back to another episode of Welcome to the Crib, my youngers and my OGs. I'm the boy Triple Beam, and I just want to talk to y'all about something that I had been wanting to talk about, which I previously already talked about this previously. And I talked about it pretty much in depth, you know what I'm saying? And so I want to really bring this back out because when I did this podcast, it wasn't released, but it's very, very relevant and it's very in depth, and I want you to get an understanding of where I'm coming from when I talk about how the independent artist is not really respected, you know what I'm saying, by the fans or by the top people in music or even, you know, the mainstream artists. But that's okay. You know, I get it. But the caveat to it and what I want to bring out is the fact that even though they're not being respected to a certain degree, that they actually are the ones who fund the entire music business. The salaries for all of your celebrity artists, the salaries for all your top producers, engineers, not even your top ones, but all the producers, all the engineers within the industry, all the top celebrity salaries, everything, the indie artist funds the whole business. And I'm gonna break it down for you right here in this podcast. So I want y'all to sit back, relax, and pay attention because I'm gonna take you on a little ride right here. So hold on, let me get this queued up and we're gonna go for it. I'm finna cue this up really quick, so y'all just bear with me while I get it queued up.
We gon' handle our business, get the fuck up out your feelings. Handle our business, get the fuck up out your feelings. Just another episode. Get your popcorn ready. We let the chopper explode. Hold the trigger finger steady.
You give a fuck about a hater, nigga, wish you will.
Guess Gas Pack Gang, Sunny Rain, Rock D. Kick your feet up, I can handle this for Dolo. Your girlfriend going up and down like Pogo. Disrespect me, that's a motherfucking no-no. It's just another episode. Get your popcorn ready. We let the chopper explode. Hold the trigger finger steady. We gon' handle our business, get the fuck up out your feelings. Handle our business, get the fuck up out your feelings.
Guess what? I'm back.
Pay attention, here we go.
Yes, Triple Beam back at you. Welcome to the crib. This is part 2 of my rant, y'all. I'm gonna pick up right where I left off. You get this rock band. This rock band will come together with an idea of, okay, we are going to try to make it in music. We're gonna take this rock scene by storm. We are talented. We are driven, and we have a vision. We know what we want to do. We know what we want to accomplish. And you know what that rock band goes and does? They go to the Guitar Center and buy
$100,000 guitar. Do you dig me? Yeah, you understand me now? They go to the nearest music supply store and they buy computers. They buy XLR cables. They buy microphones. They buy pop stoppers. They buy mic stands. They buy laptops. They buy audio interfaces. They buy mixers.
Pause. Everything I just stated, all of the things that a indie artist purchases on the front end, everything that I just named in that podcast, which I did back in May, everything that I stated there, you see it right here in front of you. I said pop stopper, mic stand, XLR cable, audio interfaces, laptops, switcher boards, like all. I digress. Shall I continue? Here we go.
Speaker monitors. They buy monitors. They buy man, do you understand? Do you hear me? This is before they have even drummed up a tune.
Before these bands, these independent bands, independent artists, independent musicians, independent rappers, independent singers, before they have even put together a song, they've made all these purchases. These are initial purchases on the front end. Pay attention. Here we go. I'm not done yet.
Faces. They buy mixers. They buy speaker monitors. They buy monitors. They buy man, do you understand? Do you hear me? This is before they have even drummed up a tune. They buy drumsticks. They buy keyboards. They buy software.
Talk to me now.
They buy whatever the instrument is. They buy it, and then they buy the stuff to enhance it. They buy the software. They buy the software packages. They buy the loop packs and the drum packs.
Talk to me now.
And they buy the vocal chains. The vocal chain to make you sound like Drake. The vocal chain to make you sound like Beyonce. They buy video cameras. They buy video monitors to record themselves where they practice to see how they look when they begin to perform on the stage. They haven't even produced a song yet, guys. Do you understand the amount of money that has just been generated and the money that has just been funneled into the music industry? That's why it's $1 billion industry, probably $1 trillion. It's because of
Pause. Probably $1 trillion, and it's all because of indie artists. Listen to the hundreds of millions, possibly billions. You got to think about all the millions of indie artists who don't even get like nothing from this game. Not nothing from the game, except for they're contributing by purchasing all of this equipment and all of these things. Do you know that there are 100,000 songs uploaded to streaming platforms every single day? Every single day. 100,000. Do you know that out of 100,000 songs that's uploaded every single day, 50,000, 50, that means half of those songs every day that is uploaded from the time streaming has been streamed up until now, almost half of the songs that's been uploaded have 10 streams or less. Do you understand? 10 streams or less. So if it's a billion songs that's being streamed, that not are being streamed, but a billion songs that have been uploaded to streaming platforms, out of those billion, a half a billion have 10 streams or less. I think it's like 30% of the songs that's been uploaded on streaming platforms. 30% of those songs have 0 streams. Shall I continue?
Independent artists. Sorry. But these folks, they don't respect you. They don't respect you.
No,
they don't respect that indie artist that's trying to grind and trying to make it, spending their money, investing into their careers. The majority of these folks, they look down on the independent artists. They have no fucking clue. These guys are the fabric of the whole music scene.
Absolutely.
I said it. I stand on it.
Shall I continue? Let's go.
After they're done practicing, they go and they book studio sessions and they record hours. And each session is costing them hundreds. Each hour that they record is costing them hundreds of dollars.
Absolutely.
That they're paying up front to the studio. To the studio.
Say it again.
What the fuck was that? The recording engineer gets paid up front. The studio's already got paid. The studio pays the recording engineer. So what happens with this song after it's recorded? After a few hours of recording, depending on how good this rock band is, and everybody getting in sync, getting their instrumentation, getting their vocals out the way, and getting it done to perfection. Because as an independent artist, you have to put out the best product possible in order to compete with the industry that you're already funding.
Pause. Did you hear what the fuck I said? The independent artist has to put out the absolute best product possible with limited funding in order to even compete with the artists, the mainstream artists. They trying to compete with them that the independent community has already funded. The independent community has already funded their competition. And they're trying to compete with the quality of sound for the competition that they're paying. They're propping up and paying their own competition. And this is what we don't understand. And I know this may go over your heads a little bit, but pay attention. Follow along. If y'all rode on the short bus, just let me know and I can break it down for you a little more. But those of you who can follow along. This is real. Pay attention.
So now, the studio has gotten paid. The recording engineer's gotten paid. So now this song is recorded, but it's not done yet. It has to be mixed. So now you found a mix engineer, and this is one song. This is one song. It's not an album. An album consists of 8, 10, 12, 14, 15 songs. Now he has to get this song mixed. What the price is on a mix? Somebody help me out. Let me know how much a mix. It could cost you thousands of dollars to get one song mixed. It could cost you thousands.
It could cost thousands to get one song
for one song
mixed. I'm talking really.
This is the independent band that we're talking about. This is that.
Pause. Because you're trying to compete with the artists that the independent community is already funded, who has top of the line mix engineers, top of the line recording engineers, because we've already funded them. We funded them by buying their hardware, their XLR cables, their pop filters, their microphones, their mic stands, their soundboards, their laptops. This is all hardware. Music is the software. What you're listening to, that's the law. Listen, we are the commercial. Musicians, we are the commercial to the hardware. And we are funding these people. We are funding the business. Do you understand? Listen. You're trying to put out the best record possible to compete with the competition that you've funded. Continue.
Independent rock band. And there are millions of them.
Millions of them.
You got a million rock bands trying to get into the music business. They are all at one time spending $1,000 to get a song mixed.
A million artists at one time spending $1,000 to get a song mixed.
You know, I'm not that good off the top of my head.
It's $1 billion worth of mixes, my boy.
A million people. A million rock bands paying $1,000 a song to get mixed.
It's $1 billion.
You do the math.
It's a fucking
you
billion.
Do the math.
A Billy.
And we're not done yet, my boy. Because guess what?
Not done.
Guess what? Guess what?
I'm telling you, pause. I'm telling you, this is for all you artists out here trying to get into the business. I'm telling you, comment right now. You recorded a song, put your money up. Tell me in the comment how much it costs you to record your song. Record it and bring it to the market. Idea, concept, record, bring it to the market. You got mix, master, vocals, artwork, everything. Put your number up. Everybody's number gonna be different. Everybody's number gonna be different depending on what stage you are in your career as an independent. But regardless, if you spent 100 or if you spent 5,000 to get that song to the market, regardless of the fact you're an independent artist and you have contributed to the bottom line of the music business. Shall I continue?
They gotta go and get the song mastered. A good master on a song, it could potentially cost you thousands of dollars. Do you understand me now? Listen, a mix and a master could possibly, depending on the quality of the mix and master that you're willing to pay for, could cost you over 10 grand for one song. Oh. And then there's artwork. There's promo. There's radio promo. There's social media promo. There's physical promo. T-shirts, CDs.
Okay.
Radio, internet, pins, T-shirts.
Come on. Talk to me now.
Stickers.
Talk to me.
Look at all the people that's getting paid, man. You see all the people. This is one rock band.
And this is one rock band. Look at all of the people who are getting paid. Do you feel me now? Listen. All of those people are getting paid. But guess who is not getting paid? Who's not getting paid? The independent artist has not yet recouped 1 red cent of what he or she has already spent or invested. Zero. Zilch. Look at all of the people who have gotten paid. This is one rock band that we're talking about. But you look at that one rock band times the million that's out there, times the million, oh my goodness, times the million singers that's out there, times the, oh, and don't let me even talk about rappers, times the, for every million rock band, for every one rock band that's out there, you have 20 rappers. 20. Shall I continue?
How many people they've just paid? Look how many, and this is not cheap. This is costing them hundreds and thousands and sometimes tens of thousands. And this is one song, one single, my boy.
One single, one rock band. We haven't talked about.
The independent artist is equivalent to the
here we
penny slot machine players at the casino.
Okay, did you hear
the
what
penny slots
did you hear
at the
what
casino?
I said? Pause. Did you hear what the heck I said? I'm gonna play this back so you can understand me, so you can feel me.
At the casino.
Feel me.
The independent artist is equivalent to the penny slot machine players at the casino. The penny slots at the casino funds the whole casino operation. Once again, let me explain. The money that is generated from the penny slot machines at most casinos, they generate enough money to pay for the pit bosses, your dealers, your maintenance people, your cleaning people, your restaurant workers, kitchen staff, your CEOs, your hotel workers.
Talk to me.
Your valet.
Talk to me.
The penny slots at most casinos fund the whole casino.
Pause. Anybody who knows that works in the casino industry, they understand that the those slot machines in the casino fund the entire casino. Everything else is profit. Okay? This like, if you know, you fucking know. And this is what I'm saying. And nobody else has had this take before, so you know. This came straight from T to the R. If you are an independent artist, you are equivalent to a penny slot machine player. You fund the whole shebang, the whole thing. Independent artist funds it. Let's continue.
And that's what independent artists are, because they fund this whole music industry.
The whole industry.
The entire thing.
Absolutely.
And I know y'all, I know that sounds hard to believe, but I've been thinking hard and long about this. I've thought about this for quite some time now.
Yes.
Because I'm an independent artist, and I've put in my money. You dig? I've put in mine.
Absolutely.
Because I've seen it. I've seen it firsthand. That's how I'm able to speak on it. I've done it.
Seen it. I've done it.
I've done it.
Done it.
And then you got to look at the course. Unless the independent artists break through and they begin to, recoup some of that money that they invested in their careers, they begin to get some shows. They begin to get some streams and some money from streams, and they begin to get some fans and sell some merchandise, and to be able to get some of the money back that they've invested. But you got to look at the time, man. If an independent artist is 10 years,
pause,
and they're,
because we have to understand, if you're an independent artist and you've done this, you've invested, okay, and we have some independent artists who are still independent, okay, but they've gotten to the point to where they are generating some revenue. They're recouping some of their money back. It's the same thing that goes on in the casino. Every now and then, one of those penny slot machine players will hit a jackpot, or they will hit a jackpot for 10,000, or they may hit a jackpot for 100,000. Even some penny slot machine players, they make it to the point to where they're not even independent anymore, and they become part of the mainstream industry that the independent artist continues to fund, because they may even on the penny slot machine one day and they come up with a hit song and they hit the jackpot for $1 million. Do you dig what I'm saying? Yet and still, the fact remains that the independent artists, the penny slot machine players, fund the whole fucking casino, the whole music business.
Let's continue.
Are passionate and they're continuing to produce, continuing to, you know, to put out music. That number could reach hundreds of thousands of dollars that they've invested.
It's one
without a
artist,
without
one
a
artist,
stitch
one
of
band
return. This is wow, man. This is, listen, man. I know for a fact. I know.
You got to think about it. If you had one independent, and I keep saying rock band because when I typically think of a rock band, I think of at least 4 people within that group. So when I think of a rock band or a band, okay, that's independent, okay, and when you look at those particular bands over the course of their career, the money invested, if you add that money up, I will guarantee you that your typical rock band over the course of their career would have invested well over $100,000. And if this is typical, and if you got 1 million rock bands across this country, okay, then if that's typical that they invest over 100,000, then you do the math. What's the math on that? And this is just a rock band. A rock band. This is a rock band. We're not talking about your country artists. We're not talking about your aspiring pop artists. We're not talking about your aspiring R&B singers. We're not talking about your aspiring R&B groups. We're not talking about your rappers. And the numbers for rappers are exceedingly great than any other genre.
Let's continue.
For a fact that I'm the only person that have ever said what I'm saying right now. Mm-hmm. I know that. I'm the only person that have came to this conclusion.
I'm the one who came up with this conclusion.
And I'm going to tell you, you just watch and see. If I know that. I'm the only person that have came to this conclusion. And I'm going to tell you, you just watch and see. It once this audio, once this comes out, you're going to hear a lot of people begin to say what I'm saying. And it should make people, you know, it's frustrating to see it because we know what it is.
I'm gonna pause right here.
Because it should make people open their eyes. It should make people see. It should make people understand what's really going on out here and what the problem is, what the issue is. It should make people see that. It should. It really should. I'm telling you, man, this is not a game, man. It's not a game and it's not a joke. We talk about all these artists that's on the top, that's in the stage, that's celebrity artists. I hear people talking about their shows. I hear people talking about that. Man, these people don't perform. I'm here. Where I am, okay, I never see these people perform. They don't go anywhere. Every now and then they pop out to create the illusion of this relevancy that they got going on. Everything is social. Man, these people ain't out here going no fucking stages and performing for real. They go out to Rolling Loud. They go out to South by Southwest. You know what I'm saying? These big industry events that they put on. You know what I'm saying? These big industry stages and performances and shows that they put on. Other than that, many people in that fucking house. How they generating all this money? We talk about all your top artists. All of them. Come on, man. They don't have to go anywhere because the indie artists have already paid them. The money is out there. The whole industry is paid for aspiring artists. Aspiring artists. They the ones that's paying them. They the ones that's paying the industry. I'm willing to bet you right now. Music mediums, things that musicians need to create, things that musicians need to store music, things that musicians need to travel with. I'm willing to bet my bottom dollar that the majority of those items, when you break it down, are owned by record labels and or record label executives. I guarantee you. I guarantee you that this XLR cable that's hooked up to my microphone, that's hooked up into my interface, is owned by a record company. This pop filter that I use so you don't hear the hisses and the pops that when I'm talking, this is owned and patented. I'm willing to bet, and I don't know this for a fact, I'm just guessing, but I'm willing to bet that the labels own this shit. We run the labels. We not run it. Fund it. Absolutely. Pay attention.
We know what it is. The independent artist funds this whole industry. And that's the bottom line. So it should be I don't know. It's a science. It has to be. It has to be. It has to be all I think there are certain people that understand my point, but they've never said it. I don't think they want people to know, but it is absolutely the truth.
I think I 100% believe that it's the fucking truth.
They fund it from the bottom to the top. The independent artist funds the whole music industry. I don't care if it's rap. I don't care if it's country. I don't care if it's pop. I don't care if it's rock. I don't care if it's classical. I don't care. The indie artist funds it all. The indie artist funds it all. They fund it all. Every freaking bit of it.
Yes,
because you got to look at the money that's generated. 100%. They paying like everybody gets paid. Everybody, and the independent artist is paying everybody. Mm-hmm. Everybody. They paying everybody.
Absolutely.
So I just wanted to come on just to open people's eyes up to the fact that is the case. That is an actual fact. That is an actual fact. It's an actual fact that the penny slot machines, which is a lot of times the people that play those penny slot machines are low income, you know what I mean? Fixed income people for the most part. Like, they don't have a lot of money, you know what I mean? But they go in and they spend all their money in those penny slot machines, and that money, they just rake it in. The casino just rakes it in every day, every month. It's on the 1st, on the 2nd, on the 3rd, on the 15th, on whenever they get those checks. You know what I mean? They take that money in, and that's the money that funds the whole casino.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
And that's what the independent artists are. Independent artists are penny slots.
Yes.
That's what they are. That's what they are.
I hate to say it.
I hate to say it. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. But you guys out there, you independent artists, pat yourselves on the back, because the money that you spend is funding this shit.
Absolutely.
It's funding this shit.
Yep. Yes, absolutely.
You go into those studios and you rent those studios out because you need to sound like Beyonce. You need to have your vocals on your song sound just as clear and just as good as Beyonce. So you spend that money.
Help us. Help us. Help us. Help.
You spend that money.
It's crazy.
But you haven't recouped any of it back. And if you have, it's definitely not to the clip that those other artists like Beyonce are recouping. And it's not about marketing.
Pause.
It's not about marketing. It's not about
pause. Because Beyonce is the lost leader. Man, I'm so gangster with this shit, man. I'm telling you. I'm real. I'm real with it. I see. I got sight beyond sight. I'm telling you. Beyonce, she's the lost leader. Jay-Z, the lost leader. All these people that they put in front of you, the celebrities that you want to aspire to be, they pay them. They pay them to lead you to go buy the microphone. They pay them to lead you to go to try to aspire to be them, to get what they got, to be what they are. They pay them so they can inspire you to buy this pop filter, to buy this XLR cable, to buy this Rodecaster Pro. They inspire you to buy the laptop. They inspire you to buy the mic stand. It's all subtle. They don't just go out and promote it. They don't go out and promote it verbally. They don't have to do it. It's subtle. Because this brand of marketing has worked since the beginning. This is what it's always been. Since Ray Charles. You got to understand, Ray Charles wasn't selling records. Wasn't selling records? That wasn't the goal. The record was just a plus. Do you feel me? Ray Charles was selling radio players. They were selling, what you call them damn things? They were selling tape players. That's what they were selling. You had to buy the tape player to listen to them. The music was free. Just like streaming is free now, it's always been free. Music has always been free. They were selling tape players. After that, it was CD players. Okay? Do you dig what I'm saying? The music was free. They were selling the CDs and the tapes. The physical CDs that the songs was on, that was the product. Do you feel me? These people are inspiring you, right? To go out and buy all of this stuff to keep the industry going. I'm telling you, I'm a fucking genius. I figured this shit out. It's crazy. Pay attention.
It's not about and it's not about marketing. It's not about marketing. It's not about promo. It's not about that. Because the independent artists are spending money with the same marketers and the same promo that these other artists are spending their money with. But they don't get the same results. They don't get the same results. These independent artists are recording in the same studios.
Gangsta. Listen.
That these industry artists are recording at. They're paying the same mixers. They're paying the same masters.
Gangsta.
They don't get the same results. They don't get the same results. So I'm here to tell you guys that the fix is in. Just like at the casino. The fix is in.
Boy, Triple B, you a motherfucker with this.
You've been had. And you could go in and then and you spend that money and everything. It sounds good. It looks good. But it's not. You just don't get the same results. The fix is in, I think. I think I've came to that conclusion. But again, I say, regardless, the industry is funded by the indie artists. And like I said, the evidence is there. I just laid it out to you. I just proved it to you. Absolutely. Over a 5-10 year independent career, the money that you could spend as an independent artist trying to fund your career. And I'm talking about singles. I'm not talking about EPs or albums. I'm talking about singles. You know, I'm saying, like, you can see it. Do you see it? And we're talking about one person, but think about the millions. Think about the millions of indie artists that's out there, and they're constantly putting their money into this industry with no ROI. Zero ROI, and they steady spending their money. I've done it.
Absolutely. Y'all just bear with me. I'm about to wrap it up. I got like 2 minutes left. Pay attention. Just gonna wrap it up for you. Put it on a little bow.
You look at the streaming. I said it in the beginning. I'm gonna say it again, just to reiterate. before I let you go, because I'm almost done. If you take the streaming of independent artists, those streaming numbers will lap the streaming numbers of every industry artist put together.
Absolutely.
You could put your Drakes, your Beyoncés, you could put all these people together and all their hundreds and millions and billions of streams. If you put the streams of the independent artists all together with their thousands and 10,000s and 50,000s of streams, it would lap the whole industry probably 1,000 times.
Do you feel me now? I don't think y'all caught that now. I'm gonna back that up a little bit so you can hear it. I'm gonna back it up like Juvenile. Listen. Now you have your mainstream artists, right? You have your mainstream artists. Yeah, Beyonce. Now I'm gonna go back. Yeah, we use Beyonce. She's a known artist, but you have your Beyoncés, and you have your Jay-Z's and your Rihanna's and your Lil Wayne's and your Drake's, and like you have all these type artists. Okay. Now my theory is, if you put those artists together, right? You put all those artists together, which they got a lot of streams. You put all the artists together and you add their streams up and count them out, right? All right, your mainstream, your celebrity artists, you add their streams up, and they got a lot of them compared to one independent artist. You can't compare. But when you take into account every independent artist collectively, like you would collect every independent artist stream, add them together. You got the artists, you got the independent artists that got 1 stream. You got the independent artists that only got 10 streams. You got the independent artists that only got 50 streams. You got the independent artists that got 1,000. You got the independent artists that got 10,000. You got the indie artists that got 100,000. You got the indie artists that got 1,000,000 streams, right? We're going to add all of these independent artists streams together. And we're going to separate it, and we're going to add all of those mainstream artists streams together. The independent artist streams would overwhelmingly beat out the mainstream artist streams collectively. Absolutely, unequivocally. Because when you think about it, you only have a certain number of celebrity mainstream artists. You could probably count them on, you like when you get to 50, maybe 100, you start to think like, okay, who else is there? Who else is there? You get to 100, but you have tens of millions of independent artists, and those streams collectively, the mainstream artists would not stand a freaking chance. I absolutely stand on that. And that's what I'm trying to say right here. So let me get back to it. Pay attention. I'm finna wrap this up.
Thousands and 50,000s of streams, it would lap the whole industry probably 1,000 times. So where's that streaming money? I'm just saying. Somebody let me know. I don't know. But anyway, I'm done. But like I said, y'all know it's the truth. The independent artist is the Penny Slots. And I'm out.
Damn. The independent artist is the Penny Slots, bro. And that ain't no motherfucking joke.
Yup. Before I go, y'all make sure y'all check me out, man. Triple Beam 01 on Instagram. Triple Beam 01 on Facebook. You can also hear my sports takes on Welcome to the Crib on YouTube. That's Welcome to number 2 THA Crib on YouTube, man. And until next time, man, I'm out, man. Peace. Yeah.
You hear the shots up in your ear, so Gas Pack Gang, Sunny Rain, Rock D. Kick your feet up, I can handle this for Dolo.
This has been another episode.
Like Pogo, disrespect me, that's a motherfucking no. It's just another episode. Get your popcorn ready.
This has been another episode of Welcome to the Crib. I am your host, one and only T to the R, Triple Beam. And like I was saying, guys, I just played for you a previous podcast that I had recorded. I let you listen to the audio and I chimed in, gave you my reactions and my takes. But that's my take on the industry and how I feel about, you know what I'm saying, the independent artists and what they actually bring to the table, the level of respect and whatnot. Now, I want you to comment, chime in, give me your thoughts on that as well. Let me know what you think about this video. Let me know what you think about what I said in this video. And follow me. Welcome to the Crib on YouTube. Look me up. Follow all my other social medias. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get the numbers up, trying to figure this whole thing out, man. Because we independent. You know what I'm saying? So we got to look out for each other. We paying the industry. Let's look out for each other for a change. All right, so with that being said, man, it's Triple Beam. Welcome to the Crib, and I'm out.
Gas Pack Gang, Sunny Rain, Rock D. Kick your feet up, I can handle this for Dolo. Your girlfriend going up and down like Pogo. Disrespect me, that's a motherfucking no. It's just another episode. Get your popcorn ready. We let the chopper explode. Hold the trigger finger steady.